Here's something that should be impossible. You take a neural network, we can write this one as NN, okay, as this is very familiar to you guys. So you take a neural network and train it on one absurdly simple task. And this task is just a simple thing, which is a simple guess of what would be the next word. So you show it the sat or the cat sat, this is sat on the, and we want to make it predict the word mat. Okay, this is what it's going to predict. So do that billions of times, and out the other end you get a system that writes code, translates something into French, or it could be any other language, and holds a conversation. So none of which explicitly taught it. So this is actually the mystery at the center of large language model. And over the series, we are not going to just talk about it, but we are going to build one large language model from scratch. So it's a real working GPT model in plain PyTorch that runs on a normal laptop. But first, we need to have a clearer mental map of what we're going to build, and that is today. So when we say LLM, or large language model, this is a neural network that understands, I'm going to write here, generates and responds, very important, to human-like text, because of course you know that it is also a deep neural network that trained on massive amounts of data or of text. Massive, okay? So if you're just having a very low number of data, then this model may not work, because large language model, just from the word alone, large, it's going to demand large amount of data. So large here, in this case, okay, large here means two things. The first one is that it means the number of parameters. Okay, so it is not just all about the amount of data being used, but it can also mean the number of parameters. So when we say parameters, it has something to do with adjustable weights. Sometimes, or in most cases, if not often, tens or hundreds of billions of weights. And number two, as I have already mentioned, this pertains to the size of the training data. This is actually the most commonly used connotation or understanding when we talk about large language model. So size of the training data. Okay, so the training objective is next word prediction. The objective here is next word prediction. It sounds trivial, and it is actually trivial, which is why it surprised many, if not most, researchers that it produces such capable models. Now, if you're going to compare this to one thing, like for example, a spam filter analogy, let's have a spam filter analogy, so you would have a better understanding of the concept. Analogy. The old way, we have a human that writes rules. It says freeze price 3 times, then flagged it. But the machine learning way can be different. So we have a machine. The machine feeds it thousands of emails labeled as spam or not spam, and it learns the patterns by itself. So traditional machine learning, the traditional ML, still needs a human to handpick features. Of course, deep learning skips that. It finds the relevant features on its own. That's the leap that makes large language model possible. Okay? I think I need to repeat that. Traditional machine learning model would need us to give it a big amount of data, and then this data should be labeled spam or not spam, and it's going to learn the pattern by itself. But with the use of large language model, it may be able to find the pattern on its own without having us humans feed the data that are already tagged as spam or not spam.